Welcome to a very hot Japan. Today we're going to try and sort out these wings. Here's the plan. We're going to cut this section out here. We're going to cut the section out the old wing and we're going to graft this section onto here, get rid of the damaged part, rusty bit. Also, tiny little repair up here. Then we can start body working this wing. I've just had a delivery, so before we start doing the wings, I'm just going to show you what I've got. Here we go, here's some packages that have just turned up. A pair of straps there, and two mystery boxes. This one here says Life with Nature. I really hope that I've ordered the right stuff. I've ordered these bits. They're actually tools. I'm just thinking ahead. Originally, this workshop was fitted with a winch that went along that steel girder. And I was thinking that if I can actually have a winch, it can help me in the future lifting heavy items, because I'm by myself, so I'm going to struggle otherwise. Let's unbox it. Oh, no, that's heavier than I thought. Now, a pair of gloves. And a big chain. Okay, in box number one, we have a winch. There's a controller there, up and down, left and right. An instruction manual. And in box number two, we have an electric pen trolley. This is designed to go on the steel girder on top of the roof, and then I can suspend the winch underneath, and some brackets. Let's get it fitted. Let's see if it will work. Well, it didn't take long to encounter two problems with this. The first one is that the rotational direction of the motor, so I know which way is forward and backwards, is not actually labelled, so it's almost like a guess. The other problem is they do have collars and supplied washers, and what I've had to do is mount the brackets on the inside here just to pack it out enough for the width of this actual girder. But doing so, I've actually moved the bolt holes too close together, so I'm unable to actually mount the winch. So I'm gonna have to go to the hardware shop, buy some 12mm washers, see if we can pack this out a bit more. Yeah, let's give it a go. Okay, I'm back with some washers. Well, that seems to be a lot better. I'm just going to go ahead, fit this trolley on the girder, and then we'll bolt the winch on. So that's it bolted up there, although it's bolted up loosely. I'm not going to do it up quite yet. I'm just going to plug it in, make sure it works. So after all that faffing around, this is actually quite a good little bit of kit. It does work. I'm not too sure how strong it will be, but it will certainly help me in the future for lifting heavy things. Okay, next up, let's see if we can repair this front wing. Hopefully we'll be able to graft the bottom of the old wing into my used wing, which is extremely rusty. Just going to go ahead, roughly chop this bottom off here, and we'll trim it down, cut the rot off here, and we'll graft it in. damaged area of the new wing that I'm going to use is now cut off, and this is the donor section of the old wing. What I've done is I've just cleaned up the area, and I put a joggle in there, which is like a little step. It's about 10 mil up. So what I've done is I've actually kept the original trim hole here, so I can line the panel up nice and straight. But I'm also, I don't know if you can see the dirt line that's here, that's where the body kit fits. I'm trying to keep all the repairs below this. So this panel here, will just line up like this, and where those two panels butt together, I'll be able to put my weld.
So where there was a tiny little rusted hole here, I have actually managed to plug weld it and grind it back, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's going to be okay. This area over here, I did manage to trim the panels best I can, and I've joggled the edge so this panel sits flush. I've zinc painted the underside of it, and I've just put a little tack weld there. This is so I can now trial fit the wing, just to check that edge there, make sure it's okay before I carry on welding this. So that's the panel trial fitted. I also wanted just to check this gap here around the headlight. Seems to be okay. And down here, where the repair is, that line there looks quite uniform, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to go ahead, put another tack here so it doesn't move, remove the wing, carry on welding. So that's the lower section welded in. To be honest, it's far from neat. It looks like it's some kind of firework display going on there. What I'll do is I'll clean these welds up and let's see what it looks like. So that's the area all cleaned up now, ground back. Actually doesn't look too bad. And bear in mind, this is actually under a piece of trim as well. So in the next video, we'll guide coat this up, we'll block it down, we'll see if there's any dents and imperfections that need to be removed before we put it into primer. But for today, I'm going to leave it there.
Thanks for watching. See you next time. Cheers.